And today we're in something very different. We're in the Hawker 850 XP from Carinado back in P3D. Haven't been here in a while, and we're on the ground here in Warri. I'll be taking this up to Abuja today. So just wanted to take this out for a spin. I was actually using this in P3D version 2, didn't know I could use it in version 5, but it's here and it works, and it's surprisingly decent. I'll say, like, it's an aircraft made all the way back in 2015 for P3D version 2, but it surprisingly lives up to modern standards, and especially considering that it's a Coronado aircraft. They aren't really known for good systems and all that, but they did a really good job with this one. So let's go ahead and hop in. I'll be flying from the right seat today, so let's just put on the battery. And we don't have any power, so we'll just put on the APU. And can't do all these tests because there's no power. Let's just put this on and wait for the ready to load to come on. Okay, there we go. So we won't put on the bleed air just yet, so wait for 2 minutes before we put that on. And yeah, so let's power up the essentials. Fuel pump can come off. Standby inverters off, and oh, no AC yet. So let's just put on the no smoking and seatbelt signs. Okay, so that's for now. We aren't really going to do all the checks. It turns out you could actually do most of the before start checks. Like, you can check all the overhead stuff, your stall and stick shakers and all this works, but we're not going to be doing that today. Just to save time, we'll just go straight to the FMS. Let's quickly set up the flight plan so we aren't here forever. The FMS, it's not the most complex, but it does most of what you let. It will get you from point A to point B basically. So we're departing here runway. Oops, it doesn't have any runway for Warri, not a problem. So we're going to Ramo, and then let's see, Fonk. And then AA412, and that should be this one, and then Pokemon and Opis, and from there we'll get on the ILS for runway 22 into Abuja. So that's that. Let's check the legs. Everything looks fine. Okay, so we can't really do much with this performance page. It will give us our V speeds automatically and all that, so we should be good over there. Let's put a ground speed of like 450. Let's see if it will take that. No, never mind. Yeah, this page doesn't really do much, but again, I'm actually quite impressed that most of the other stuff works, considering again this is a Carinado aircraft and all. But anyways, we'll tune 122.8, so I'm VATSing but no ATC on today, and Squawk 2000. And yeah, let's go ahead, close the doors and get out of here. It's a very simple aircraft to get going, not a whole lot involved. And I like the animation, it's actually quite realistic too. Okay, 2 minutes have passed. Let's put on the APU bleed. and the cabin air can come on. Alright, so parking brakes, will make sure that's set. And normally in the real aircraft you don't really need to put on these ignition switches, but for some reason Carinado requires it, so we'll just put this on. Oh, I think the light just isn't working. It's actually starting the aircraft. Oh well, that's fine. So we're waiting for 12% and so we have that, and bring in the power. Very quick. It's not supposed to be like that, but we'll take what we can get here. Well, that looks like a good start on number 2. ITT and fuel flow is normal. Cool. Starts number 1. Again, waiting for 12% on the end, so I'll wait for N1 to stabilize a bit. Oops. And we have ITT and fuel flow and oil pressure too is good. Cool. 2 good engine starts. And we can put off the ignition now. Engine computers can go to auto. Oh, I think the engine, no, it wasn't the engine computers. Yeah, I don't know why the starts power switch didn't come on here, but never mind, the engines are running. And ice protection, you just need the pitot heat and the screen heat. We usually don't turn this off till we're ready for takeoff, but we'll put this on now. I don't want the warning flashing at me. And yeah, let's set our cruising altitude, flight level 390. Okay, so that's all set, so put on the flight directors, and I don't think I can press the toga button in this. No, we can't. Okay, so we'll just leave that. So we'll leave the flight directors for now, and then once we're airborne, we'll take heading and flight level change to 390. So we're all set. Let's set flaps 15 and parking brakes are released. Let's go. Quick flight control check, because I'm not sure my controls are correct, but they are, so that's good. And we'll leave the APU on for takeoff and landing as well. So departing runway 06, so that's this way, and we'll turn around at the end. Let's see, landing lights on, and we'll put off the cabin AC, and everything else is good. The ignition can come on as well for takeoff, and we'll put full power, and once we get that, so arm the APR. The APR doesn't arm in this one, never mind. Okay, airspeed is alive. 80 knots. And V1 and rotate. Okay, positive rates, gear up. And flaps up. 400 feet, stick your dump and turn. After I think I can go into nav mode now. Yeah. Oh, did I put on the autopilot today? Flight level change up to 250 knots. And yeah, I'll put on the main air valves. Cabin air can come on. And APU bleed comes off. And we'll just give that a second before it puts off the APU. So we're not tracking direct to RAM, all that's good. Already in the clouds. Alright, so go ahead and put off the APU. Just press the stop button here. And just shut down. Lots of stuff to do right after takeoff, but I think that's most of it. And the engine sync can come on to N1. Just slowly speeding up now to 250. Let's use vertical speed, so let's help it out. Let's go at 2000 feet per minute instead. So you reach 250 knots. Usually the FMS will calculate climb thrust, but since this doesn't really have that function, we'll just continue on like this with full power. That's fine. I'm passing transition altitude already at 299 and 2, which is standard, so that's fine. So Alright, so we're getting closer now, so let's just set up the ILS frequency and course here. So let me just pull up the charts real quick. So ILS for runway 22 is 109.3 and approach course is 215, so 109.3 and approach course should be 215. Oh, we're still on nav mode. We'll set that up once we switch from nav to this thing heading to intercept the ILS. So we'll just leave it like that for now. And yeah, the ref speed, it should set it automatically for us. Yeah, so we have our V approach 130 and VRF of 120, which is realistic for this weight. Yep, 3,500 in each tank. Cool. .600 feet, that's our intercept altitude for the glide slope here. So let's go ahead and take flaps 15. So looking good so far. Let's just sync our head in here. Put on our lights. We won't use the pulse lights, just leave that on. And oh yeah, nearly forgot to start AP. There we go. So just waiting to turn to POC mode and then we'll go into heading mode and intercept the ILS. Well, actually I think it has intercepted it already here, so we won't actually need to switch. It should be able to just switch automatically once we engage approach mode here, so we'll see how that does. I wasn't sure if this will do it. That's what the real aircraft does anyways. You can preset the localizer and all that. Oh yeah, it's very nice having also in P3D. At least it makes it feel like MSFS small, even though it's yeah, let me just stop that conversation there. Still has a long way to go to reach MSFS level. Oh, anyway, so let's arm the approach mode here. Let's see how it does. Okay, so APU is online now, and I think it's doing the FMS approach, so let's go into heading. Yeah, it's not using the localizer or glide slope, it's using the RNAV instead. So in heading mode now, we'll take approach. So it should intercept in the localizer. For some reason I can't set the course to okay 215. There we go. Let's try and arm approach now and see how that does. Yeah, it's not intercepting it. Oh, actually it's not even engaging the approach mode at all. Let's try that again. Yeah, for some reason it's not. Yeah, you know what, let's just hand fly this in. I must have messed up somewhere, but I'm not sure where. We have the runway in sight, it's a clear day out, should be easy. Glide slope is captured. And we'll take gear down. And below 175 knots, flaps 30. Or flaps 25 actually. Yes, that flaps 25 is set. We'll so just go down to the runway. We don't have the localizer or glide slope on the flight director, so we'll just put that off.
Flight slope. Flight slope.
Dipping so far slope. Below the glide.
Flight slope. Flight.
Alright, and full flaps now. Alright, now that's more like it. Slight wind, crosswind from the left at 10 knots. Need to watch for that. And we'll trim back to 130 knots to speed up back to 130. Don't want to get too slow, too far out. Still too far right of the runway. Let's correct that.
1000.
Alright, everything is looking better now. Looks like they're losing the glide slope there again. Oh, back on speed is looking fine. Back on the glide slope and on the localizer too. Oh. And everything looks good for landing except the main air valves. An aircraft taking off there on the runway.
400.
Is in ultimate traffic live right now. So we'll just zoom out a bit because we need to use the lift dump once we land here, and I didn't assign a key to it. So
minimum 200.
Landing.
$100. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
Okay. Lift dumps are out and reversers are normal. Restore the reversers. Oh, yeah, a bit long on the landing, but it's was this 10,000 foot runway also, so not an issue for these aircrafts. Let's get off here, and so you still have a lot of runway to spare. Alright, cool. We'll taxi to the GT apron. I don't think there's any aircraft parked there, but we'll see. I don't think the ultimate traffic live places aircraft there, but well, welcome to Abuja. It's the presidential area here. Some ancient airlines now in Ghana, well, not too ancient, but they are currently suspended. And maybe too. Alright, after landing, N1 sync. Oh, we're supposed to put off the N1 sync in the air, but that's fine. N1 sync can come off, screen heats and P2 heats can come off as well. And we can put on our cabin AC. And the lights we need to put them fully on because I don't know why like the landing lights has its weird effects. I don't know, I just leave it off now. It was having a weird effect first time I put it on.